Hi everybody, welcome to Dandelion Cottage and Marvelous Monday. I'm Leslie Watkins. So today I thought I would take you on a bit of an eclectic journey. I have to make a box today, a little presentation box. And so I've gathered a number of supplies. And this is for a special occasion. So let me show you what I have. I've pulled out, and I have to tell you, I don't have a clear idea of how this is going to turn out, but these are the things that are kind of inspiring me today. So I've got the Calming Camellia stamp set, and this is the special hostess set in the Celebration catalog. So this is a set that you can get for free with an order of $300 or more. I also have my Ranunculus Romance bundle. So this is a stamp set that I like very much, and it also has these wonderful dies that you can use along with it. And I'm going to be making a gift box today, and this is for a member of my team. And so I want to include the statement of my heart from Stampin' Up, which I love, to love what we do and share what we love as we help others enjoy creativity and worthwhile accomplishments. In this we make a difference. So I love that expression, and I want to include that on the project. And then I have a team stamp set here, and there is a sentiment that says, "What a dazzling demonstrator." And what I am celebrating with this gift is that this new team member who signed up with me about a month and a half, maybe 2 months ago, has already promoted. And so she is now a Bronze Elite, which means that she's going to have a 25% discount off of all of her purchases. And she did it in such a short amount of time that she achieved a quick start bonus as well as a double quick start bonus. So she's doing fantastically, and I just want to make her something very special, because when you join my team, the Dandelion Cottage Design team, and you promote to Bronze Elite, you get one of these. And this is a little scissor dangle, and it says, "She believed she could, so she did." And that's got a picture of a dandelion here and a little dandelion seed here and a couple of beautiful little beads. So when you hit Bronze Elite on the Dandelion Cottage Design team, you get the scissor dangle, and then as you continue to promote, you get more charms to add to your dangle. So this is a very special occasion. So what I have in mind to do, and the box is to hold that dangle. So I have this box that I made some time ago. This is a hinged box, but I want this to be a box that has a separate top and a separate bottom, and I want it to be reinforced. So I'm going to be spending a little more time making this box today. I don't know how long the video is going to be. It might be a little bit longer than normal, but we'll see how that goes. So I have the Stitch So Sweetly framelits. I've got this is called the Open Weave Ribbon, and this is in Pale Papaya. And I also have some stencils here This is the basic pattern decorative mask set. And I'm going to take this one out because I really like that one. I have my blending brushes, so we're going to use one of those. And then I have an assortment of papers. So I've got some, I think this is Crush Curry Daffodil Delight. This is one of the designer series paper 6x6 in the Regals selection. Actually, I think all of these are. Yeah, pretty sure all of these colors are in the Regals collection. So I've got the Cage, I think this is Cajun Craze, Old Olive, and this looks like the Crushed Curry. And then I've got a couple of pieces of Pale Papaya cardstock, and I have some very vanilla thick cardstock. Okay, now I'm just checking to make sure that we're broadcasting. Hi, Kelly, Sandra, Vicky. Okay, we're in business. So I'm going to get started. I'm going to try to make this not too long, but it may be a little bit longer than I planned. So the first thing I want to do is figure out the size of the box. So this box is 1 inch deep by 3.5 and 2 3/4, but I don't need it to be exactly that size. I'm looking for a box that's going to accommodate this. So that's about 3.5. So I'm just going to write down these measurements. So 3.5 and by about 2.5. And we'll see, probably 1 inch deep. All right, so I'm going to start with my trimmer. I'm going to use I think I'm going to use this. No, I'm going to use the Very Vanilla as a base. So the way I do this, because I want it to be a reinforced box, I just add another inch all around. So 3.5, 4.5 will be 5.5, and 2.5 plus 2 is 4.5. So 5.5 by 4.5 is the overall size. So I'll just cut this at 5.5 and cut this again at 4.5. Do the same thing here. Okay, so that's my top and my bottom. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to remove about 1/16 of an inch off of 2 sides on one of these, so that will be my bottom. And then I'm going to go around and I'm going to score at 2. That's not going to work. All right, wait a second. Let me rethink this. I did something wrong already. 5.5, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 6, 7. Oops. and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'm short 2 inches here. Okay, do as I say, not as I do. I'll save these pieces for another box. Okay, let's try this again. I know all of you out there were probably wondering, what the heck? Okay, 7.5 by 6.5. And I'm going to make the lid pale papaya. So 7.5 by 6.5. Now I'm going to go around and I'm going to score this at 2 and 1, and I'm just going to go around on all 4 sides and do just the same thing. Alright, now I can double check my measurements. And there's my 3.5 by 2.5. Okay, so I'm just going to put this to the side. That's my bottom. Clear away some of this mess. Did it again. I can see that in my haste, I went too far here. Three and a half, 2.5. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little angle on these tabs so that they fold in nicely. And this one. All right. So I'm not going to assemble this one just yet, but I am going to do just a little dry fit and make sure that these come together nicely. It's a little tight. So when I do put the glue on here, I'll be careful to make a slight adjustment to make sure that that will accommodate the bottom. Now what I want to do here, I'm going to get out my old olive ink, and I have a green blending brush, and I'm going to stencil some of this design on the sides. Now not a lot of the top is going to show, so I'm not too worried about the top part, but I just want to get just a very pretty little pattern. Okay, so something like that. Alright, so there's my little bit of a pattern on the sides. And I'll just do a little bit around the edges of the top because a little bit of that will peek out, so I'll just very lightly go around the perimeter. Okay. Now while I have the green ink out, I'm going to put my sentiment fit on there, not quite. Put this aside for the moment. Okay, so this is going to be the top. And now what I want to do is I want to get a little base going here. And I'm just going to cut this out at 3 1/4 by 2 1/4. It's going to go on there like that. And while I'm at it, actually, I'm going to cut another piece, same size, 3 1/4 by 2 1/4, and that will be for the bottom. So I think I'm going to stick with the Ranunculus Romance for this one. I'm going to save the Calming Camellia for a different day. I'm going to keep going with the Ranunculus Romance. There's a registration up right now for my Ranunculus Romance class. It's coming right up. If you'd like to learn more about that, you can go to dandelioncottagedesign.com and subscribe to notes, and you will get the information in your email on what's going to be going on in the class and how to sign up for it. So I'm going to use I have some bumblebee out here, and I'm just going to put the top half of the stamp into the ink. And then I'm going to go ahead and take my old olive for the lower portion of the stamp where the leaves and the stems are. See how this comes out. Perfect. And I'm going to use, let's see, that will fit nicely. So I'll use that one. And this is one of the framelits from the Stitch So Sweetly set. It looks very pretty. Okay, and I'm wondering, I want to give that a little added border. I think I like it as it is, so I'm going to leave it just like that. And with my liquid glue, okay, now I'm going to go ahead and assemble my box. And I'm giving my corners just a little bit of slack because I know this is going to be a snug fitting box, so I just want to give it a little bit of give. Okay, so that fits nicely. And I want to give it a couple of little finger holes, thumb holes. There we go. All right, so that's very cute. So that's the basis for the box. Okay, so we've got this beautiful little stamped image on the cover. We've got our sentiment on the inside. Fits the bottom nicely. But now what I want to do here is I want to use this beautiful ribbon. So let me get this opened up. And I'm going to want that to tie a little off center here, something like that. So I'm just going to get a length of this. Got my tear and tape. So I'm just going to get a little piece of that. Figure out where I want this bow to tie. Just going to be about there. There we go. More straight. Okay, so that's the bottom of my box. I'm going to give that a little burnish. Now my dangle that's going to go in here needs a little platform for it to be attached to. So again, this box measures 3.5 by 2.5. So I'm just going to take a scrap of cardstock, and I'm going to cut this at, let's see, I'm going to cut it at a tiny, just a little bit less than 3.5. Make sure that that fits in there. Okay, it's a little snug. Take a tiny sliver off, because you have to remember that the walls of the box are double thick. They're reinforced, so that's going to take a little bit of extra room. And I'm just going to, let me see, I'm going to score this at a 1/2 inch, and then put that just a little bit less than 3. Okay, that's not right. 2.5. Yeah, it is. Okay. And then cut that. Okay, that's going to fit nicely in there. Now what I want to do is, I just want to be able to tie my dangle on the card, something like that. So I'm going to get out my piercing tool, a couple of holes near the top, and also here. Alright, and I'll grab my thread, which has moved, so let me go get another piece. Okay. So there it is. Okay, so there's the little dangle in its box. There's the statement of my heart. Okay, so now just a little more decoration for the lid. So I have a scrap of this designer series paper, and I wanted to see how this punch oh, I like that. Okay, so that's really cute. So this is the 6x6 designer series paper, okay, in the Regals. So I'm going to do a couple of those. Get my glue dots. Where are they? There they are. Another one, I'm just going to trim that. That right on top. Okay, and then finally, I have some of the champagne rhinestones here. So I'm going to get one of the medium ones. See how that looks. And a couple of tiny ones. And there is my cute little box, my little presentation box for Abby. And then what I'm going to do, and I'm going to do this off camera because I know I've kept you for a really long time here today. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make a little card, a matching card to go with this, and I will take a picture of that and put it in the thumbnail so that you can see how that came out. So thank you so much for joining me today. If you're interested in the Ranunculus Romance class coming right up, It's time to register. I think the registration is open only until the 9th this month. So you'll want to get in on that as soon as you can. To learn more about it, please go to my website at dandelioncottagedesign.com. Subscribe to Notes, and I will send you an announcement with all the information about the class and also how to register. So thank you so much for joining me today. Let me just check the comments, see if there's any questions. I don't see any questions. I see Teresa. Yeah, it's like a secret message. Absolutely. I love that. I think that's why I like boxes so much, because there's the sense of anticipation, and then you have the surprise of the contents, but also you can decorate the inside of the box and do something really special with it. Okay, I don't see any questions, but oh, look, Joyce in South Dakota. Oh, South Dakota could be brutal in the winter. Anna Maria's here from the Netherlands. Hello, hello. Becky from Arizona. Nilu, hello, Nilu from Dayton, Ohio. Wow, we've got Sandra from California. I had no idea I had so many people on with me this morning. Thank you all, everybody, for joining me. I'm so glad to see you here. And I know it was a little bit longer than usual, so I hope you don't mind. And I'll be back on Wednesday for Watercolor Wednesday. So stay well, stay happy, and stay creative. And I will see you then.